Yo guys, and welcome back to another episode of Infinite Magicraid. I definitely hope everyone's doing well, and in today's video I'm just going to be basically discussing like my daily routine of what I do in the game. Now, I've already told you guys in many videos to make sure that you do your dailies, and this is basically what I'm going to do, but I'm also going to speed run it, just curious to see how long it takes me, because I do have muscle memory since I've been playing the game for quite a while, and hopefully you guys have developed the same thing. And with that too, hopefully I can address some more issues as I go through the dailies, like in terms of like saving up your energy for certain events, and overall just a daily routine to make sure that you're taking your characters up to the next level here. But let me go ahead and start the timer. But right before the timer starts, I'm just going to show you guys right here, I haven't done any dailies today, so we're going to go ahead and start that timer, and we're going to get things rocking and rolling here. So in 3, 2, 1. So what I like to do first when I log in is claim these lovely guys right here. We get that free stuff. Always do the quick auto drop twice, because this is on my beta account as well, and I do need to finish that off at some point in time. I'll slide over here to the market too, because it's close by. If you have the currency, definitely try and get these lovely experience potions, because you will find that food really isn't that big of an issue once you get later into the game and you're able to kind of like accumulate a lot of summons over time. And yeah, you can address that issue, especially in terms of farming hell. I never really do the Dragon Cliff dungeon just because it feels like a waste. When I farm in hell, it feels more so like it's natural because my characters can gain a lot of experience. There's also a look, it's a fairly low chance, but you can walk away with like a 3-star occasionally in your runs, but it's mainly just 2 stars. And then also, you get gear, and you can sell that gear for more gold, which is always awesome. So that's what I try to do, just because it makes things a little bit easier, especially when you address like the whole faction abyss or the faction bond system, where you're constantly using certain units to kind of clear out content there in that own separate dungeon, and you can level those guys up while you're farming out for more. And you can level those guys up while you're farming out for more fodder, if I can speak correctly right here. But yeah, we're just going through, and I'm trying to get everything done. I'm trying to make this as efficient as possible here. But yeah, that's my general insight. Like, if you have excess stamina and there's not an event going on, but you still want to blow that stamina, which is very important for you to blow it because you always get more, it's important that you essentially are using it to the maximum. Make sure you're trying to level up characters, gather fodder if you need to. If your character's gear feels like a little bit lacking in that department, then feel free to put that energy towards getting better gear, because if you're like getting buffed up for the next event, that's still going to help you so much in terms of what you need to do next. So that's one of the things that I can't just stress to you guys enough in terms of what you should be doing with your stamina. Now, Infinite Magicraid as well, I tried to look at it from like 2 different aspects. So there's like a kind of, not necessarily like a berserk phase, but there's kind of like a concentration phase in terms of Infinite Magicraid, to where you're trying to save up all of your energy and basically blast it on events. And then there's like the calm before the storm, where you have all this excess energy, but there's not much that you can really do with it. So you have to kind of pick and choose your battles, especially when they kind of add in multiple events at the same time. I try not to focus on more than one, just because I know I don't have the stamina for it, and I'm not going to be able to like get myself high enough in the tiers to get a worthwhile reward for that. So we got those 2 down. I got 5 dungeons left, but I'm going to slide over here to the arena, hit refresh. Let's see if we got some low ballers up in here. Looks like we might, so we're going to go ahead and start this off. But yeah, that's my whole consensus with that. Now, in terms of like making sure that you guys can kind of strengthen your squad, the biggest thing that you can do is going to have to be your dailies. And I'm sorry for the whole data dump while I'm talking through this process, but it's going to be doing your dailies, because over time, especially with you getting more food, naturally your character is going to go up to A4 and A5. But the biggest bottleneck isn't necessarily your units. You're going to come to find out really quickly that, oh, I pulled a whole bunch of legendaries. Oh, I got a whole bunch of legendaries at A5. But my Sigma, for example, he's like, what, level 129 at this point in time? I could boost him up to the max, but I'm just fearful that if I pull like another HP burner in the future, how am I going to level up that guy too? I don't know. So if you can, and especially if you kind of broken into hell already, my suggestion is run hell with whatever team that you can, and it's basically guaranteed win for you, and try and get whatever character that you have paired up with to around level 110 and 120, because that's farmable and it's reasonable experience that you can get over time. And after that, that's when I would start dumping experience potions after about level 120, just because it slows down incredibly once you get past 120. I don't want to think about 140 to 150. That's going to be like 18 years before you get a solid level out. So by us purchasing those lovely experience potions in the market, that kind of helps us a little bit here and there to get a little bit more juice out of our characters right now. And another good thing too is that if you're stuck in a certain area within this game, as long as you're active, you will eventually get past it. It may be a couple of days from now, it may be a week from now. Hopefully it doesn't take more than like a freaking month. But PvP, once again, if you're only doing 3 battles of PvP, you are absolutely playing yourself here, because you get lovely stats from doing PvP. Also going up the ranks, you get the freaking purple wishes too, so that adds more to your fodder issue of kind of nullifying that. And yeah, think about the events as well. If you don't have a good PvP team, but you're working towards a good PvP team, then in the future you could definitely place a decent tier in terms of the events of getting rewards. So everything that you do within the game every single day kind of integrates itself together, and it's really not that big of a deal, I would say. Like, one of the beauties of Infinite Magicraid, especially if someone has made it this far in the video and you're just curious about what goes on here, is that it doesn't take that long to do what you need to do and get off, which is what I love. And addressing like the multi-battle stamina too, I do burn it a little bit during my dailies, because I'll do like the auto freaking Tower of Mark dungeon. But outside of that, I pretty much just conserve it only for the events. That way, if you've been playing along here, once an event pops up, or I can see on the calendar that event comes out maybe tomorrow, and I'm sitting at 600, 700 stamina, I'll be like, you know what? Maybe I'll just save the stamina until the next day, and we'll take care of it right there. Looks like it had a little hiccup. But yeah, I mean, the timer's still going, so it's still authentic. We'll go over here to the Tower of Mark though. I'll pick the 4th Tower of Mark, and I'm just going to go ahead and put this bad boy on the multi-battle, because I do have some multi-battle stamina, and we'll get those 5 dungeons out of the way. So this is what I do every single time I do my dailies. Look, we're 7 minutes in, and basically everything's done, other than waiting on the multi-battle, which kind of sucks though, because I kind of start the multi-battle as soon as I come in here. But the issue with multi-battle is that if it's not done yet, and you can use the guild boss to hit those marks as well, but if it's not done yet, then you can't do PvP. So I was like, let me do PvP first, then I should have started multi-battles before I kind of opened up everything else. So that's going on in the background, but you know, at the end of the day, it will always buff out. I'll go over here to the talents though, because we're still waiting for that to finish. And let's see what I can work with. If I can move this bad boy over here, I can boost my speed up. I'll do that. I'll do this as well. And then class talent. Once again, if you're not doing PvP, or if you're only doing 3 PvP matches a day, it's honestly just not a good look. Come over here, get this stuff boosted up, because over time it doesn't seem like it's much, but it adds up quite a bit, man. So that's done. I could definitely PvP more after this video, which is a great idea, just to get more books and kind of help my characters out here. So I would definitely do that. I still have that request, but I think my friends list is full, or theirs was, if I can speak English correctly here. Then I'll come over here, pick up this period pack, get that lovely stamina right there. Also the resource shop. I always get this stamina. If you want to buy multi-stamina, that's up to you, but if it doesn't pop up in the marketplace, then I don't do it 9 times out of 10. But if I need the multi-stamina because I have a whole bunch of stamina saved up for the events, I'll buy it. I will 100% buy it. I won't lie to you. But that's very, very rarely, because you can see that I was already sitting at like, what, 200 something for my multi-battle attempts. And while it's still going on, we can just go over here, collect that. look, I got some mythic shards right here. I'm not going to be able to hit that 5,000 in one day because I've been busy, but come over here, collect rewards. And also, while this is going on too, you could just simply come over here to your heroes and start tweaking those guys. Maybe you got some new gear that you want to check out. Maybe some artifacts need some updating. There's plenty to do, especially if you're kind of stuck in a certain area. It's more so of you just learning to use that energy that you have efficiently. If an event is like a day or two away and you want to save up for it, you know, that makes perfect sense to me. But if an event is that it's till end today, I see no reason to spend any more stamina on it after you've gotten all the rewards for that event. That's just one man's advice right here. But we do have the next day coming up here, and hopefully things will change, and we can also see what's going on here if I just scroll down. But yeah, we can definitely see what's going on here. So it's really up to you. Like the whole Protect Sword Harbor, that's basically saying spam campaign mode. That is a great, in my opinion, that is a great one to have. And in the meantime too, if you guys are once again stuck, come over here to the world map. Make sure you can start every single damn stage that you can, even if it takes you a couple of tries, because it's worth it with those lovely auto rewards when you log into the game and you're freaking smiling ear to ear because you have a freaking Nat 4 sitting over here in your inbox. It is just, well, not your inbox, but your auto drop rewards box. It is absolutely a good feeling here. But yeah, we're going to wait this out and hopefully get things over here. But yeah, feel free to drop in the comments below about what you guys think about in terms of, I mean, maybe another video like this, or kind of addressing a certain issue more so than what I've addressed right here. And with the battle order lighting up too, this is also a very, very good thing to do. I will say that in the beginning, it's hard to really get your, it's hard to really get something going with the battle order just because you're so weak and you don't really have access to getting 5-star or above equipment, or 5-star or above marks or artifacts. But over time, it becomes a lot easier. And I want to say within like the last couple of months of the beta, I was getting the 50 reward, which is a 5-star dragon egg, and I also hit around about level 55 on the battle order as a complete free-to-play player. And I also indicated in a past video too that if you have the money or you want to donate the money, this is one of the things that is honestly worth it the most, because not only do you get like our lovely rewards here from just being free to play, but you get a freaking purple wish, miracle wish, you get 2 mythic shards, plenty of gold, more wishes, a legendary skill scroll, which is going to be a bottleneck. I will tell you right now, scrolls and experience is the bottleneck in terms of Infinite Magicraid. It is not fodder. It is scrolls and experience. Look at that, another freaking mythic shard. I think you get about 9 mythic shards in another scroll. Yeah, it is absolutely worth it if you want to go that route here. But that should be it, you guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop that right there. So it took me 12 minutes. I was a bit slow here, but that's it for dailies of Infinite Magicraid. Like, it's over. So now I'm sitting at technically I'm sitting at 1,105 stamina here. I could go and start to blow that right now, which is probably what I will do. I'll dip into it just a little bit, just by farming out the campaign for a little bit and kind of get some more experience going for my Sigmund, / trying to get up some more fodder. But with the event coming tomorrow, to essentially farm campaign a lot harder, I could also just log off and wait till tomorrow morning and get that party started and making sure I'm hitting that event as soon as possible here. So this is a great scenario where I'm kind of in between events, to where I could use the stamina that I have right now to focus on the weak parts of my character, such as their gear, as I stated before, artifacts, emblems. Big thing is with freaking emblems because of how much stamina that it costs. So once the next event comes over, my team is topped up and ready to go. But I'm hoping this video helps you out, you guys. You will get stuck in this game. That's just how it goes. Doesn't matter how much you spend. There's certain things that kind of need to happen in terms of building up your characters until their stats get to a certain point, to where things that was hard today will be easy the next day. But yeah, I definitely hope you guys enjoyed this type of format. I apologize for like the like the verbal just dump on you guys, but hopefully you can take something away from this video. But yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. Infinite Magicraid is a very kind of friendly game to play if you know what to do, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Infinite Magicraid. Play to slay.